Hi, Linda from Sharmakaya on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Today I'm going to talk to you about electromagnetic waves, since all this discussion about the Facebook intrusions and all these things brought to my attention how important it is to know how to do a spring cleaning for the house, but a spring cleaning for ourselves also. And part of that cleaning is cleaning all your electronics and taking away what you don't need and keeping the strict necessities, and also to prepare yourself energetic wise to have a filter, a barrier between yourself and all the objects that give off electromagnetic sound waves. As you may be aware of, at origin we are a sound, we are a frequency, like a sound wave in a radio. We are a frequency, so we can capture all kinds of other frequencies, and some are good for us, some are heavier for us. So therefore we do things to protect ourselves. So I would say in the energetic world, nothing is perfect, so all the stones that I'm going to talk to you about will not absolutely 100% remove all the vibrations and the frequencies from these objects, but it will help a lot. In the olden times, as you may have once heard, people would always have a copper stick down in the ground, not to let the lightning hit your home. But copper is a grounding metal, but it is also very sensitive to all that is electricity. So with the new hydro smart accounting stuff on the outside of our homes, what we call in French compteur intelligent, putting copper around them will help for those sound waves to be grounded in the earth and absorbed by the earth instead of by us. Also, in your home where the electrical panel is, putting copper or old pennies on the base will also help to absorb some of these sound waves. In the plugs, if you have plugs behind your night tables, close to your headboard, your bed, you can remove the plug and not plate. Touching any wires or anything, the plate, yes, and put a piece of copper in the box. That will help also. If you're in an apartment and you're sleeping above the mechanical room, usually the electrical is there. Some people are very sensitive to that, and they'll have headaches, nausea, and they don't sleep well. So copper is very useful. If you don't have access, like if you're in an apartment building and you don't have access to the electrical panel, well, in your room it would be good to put anything like that is like a fluorite. Fluorite will absorb these sound waves and give you a certain solidity, like a frame. Also, if we go and talk about computers, computers are highly full of electromagnetic, and God knows in our days we're always on computers. Selenite is the best stone for that, or tourmaline is the second choice. We have a big piece, I don't know if you can see, next to our spot where the computer is, and it's starting to get darker on the edges because it's absorbing a lot of the electromagnetic coming from the computer.
See, like over here, it's getting dark.
It helps us.
This one as well.
The selenite helps us to not personally become full of these energies and then develop headaches and not want to do different types of work. For cell phones, like right now Kim is videotaping with her phone, aragonite is a very good mixture of different metals with stones that helps absorb the cellular sound waves, and there's some little disc that you can stick on your phone that will always absorb the energies. Naturally, like I said before, nothing is perfect. It will take some of it away. There might have a bit of residue. One thing that is very important to use when you're using for outside and around your building, if you have a lot of different tools that use electromagnetic features, amazonite. Amazonite is a stone that is very, very good for the environment, and it will absorb all these sound waves. Microwaves, I would use tourmaline or a lepidolite, VCRs and modems and all these things. I would put probably lepidolite next to these items. So there's a variety of different stones, and also, you know, anything that you put around your head, the cell phone, food you put in your mouth from the microwave, modem because it gives us access to the phone and everything else. All these things are important. Lepidolite is a good stone because lepidolite is a stone that will help everything that affects the head, headaches, memory, all these things. So they work together. In your bedroom, if you have too many areas and you're oversensitive, I will say oversensitive to all electrical currents, fluoride is the best. And if you want to twin it with something else, I would use tourmaline. Together they will ground you and form a imaginary structural frame that will keep all these things out. The aragonite is a mixture of different metals and has different stones, so that is like a I would say a material that will help the immune system, that will be a defense mechanism, because as you know, when we have hydros, big electrical boxes in the backyard and stuff like that, it hasn't been proven, but it's been noted and observed by scientists that sometimes forms of cancer to the people that live around these things is more prominent. So aragonite is very good for that. Also, I would like to say, you know, if possible, cook your food without using the microwave. If you use the microwave, use it to reheat and not too long. Your cell phone, if possible, don't be on the phone all day long. Speaking mouth to mouth, face to face, I'm sorry, is always a lot more productive than through a phone and through texts. A television, we should have certain number of hours, and for children that are very sensitive, certain hours on the computer should be limited, because, you know, technology is a wonderful, wonderful thing, but everything in moderation. So on that note, I'm going to say to you, if you have any questions about any electromagnetic things that may be a nuisance to your body or hindering on your health, let us know. We'll try our best to give you direction into what to use. And on that note, I say to you, have a good day, enjoy your afternoon, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
We'll just show the stones, okay? I'll start with selenite, and you want to go to fluorite and all of them?
Yeah, the selenite is over here. Like I said, just a recap, this is good for computers. It's very, very potent for computers. That means includes laptops, iPads, different things like that. Okay? And we'll go to the tourmaline. The tourmaline is very good for grounding, as well as anything that has to do with television.
Okay.
All right. And if we go to the amazonite, which is over here, the amazonite is good for the environment, so anything that is outside will be protected by that. And then we go to copper. The copper, which is down here, is good for anything that is electrical. Anything that needs to be protected from the electrical sound waves.
These big pieces too are copper.
Yeah, it's just that they're on matrix. They're on different rock material. And fluoride is over here. We have different kinds of fluoride. That's always good for personal barriers, filters.
And lepidolite?
Lepidolite is right next to it to your left on the upper shelf. That is good for anything that you put close to your head. So the phone, the Bluetooth, all the whatever you want to heat in a microwave, all these things.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your Wednesday afternoon. See you next week.